In this video, we'll talk about how to evaluate algebraic expressions. We can see this is an algebraic expression, n minus 10 cubed minus 8. Right now, we don't know the exact value of this expression because we don't know the value of n. That's a variable, that's an unknown. But if we're given the value of n, we can evaluate this expression. For example, if I tell you, evaluate this expression if n is equal to 12. Now, knowing that n now is 12, we can evaluate this expression. Well, first of all, let's replace n with its value, which is 12. So we have 12 instead of n minus 10 cubed minus 8. Now we have to figure out what that is. Here we need to follow the order of operations, or some people call it PAMDAS. So what is the order of operations or PAMDAS? Well, you have to do the P parentheses. P stands for parentheses. That's a special order of operation that's telling you do this first. Sometimes we will have more than one set of parentheses. One general rule is to work from the inside to outside. I'll show you an example later. Okay, that's P, parentheses. Now, E stand for exponents. E stand for exponent. It tells you how many times the letter will multiply itself. M is multiplication. And D here is division. Actually, multiplication and division, they're at the same level. If you see multiplication and division at the same time, you will do it in the order of from left to right because they are at the same level. You don't do multiplication before division. Okay, additions, A stand for addition and S stand for subtraction. These two are at the same level. That means if you see addition and subtraction at the same time, you don't do addition first because they're at the same level. You do it from left to right. So PAMDAS, so order of operations. So let's apply this to this problem we have. Okay, so first of all, we have parentheses. We have to do that first. So inside the parentheses, we have 12 minus 10, which is 2. So we have 2 cubed minus 8. Now what's left is, this is an exponent, this is a subtraction, right? 2 operations left. We will do the exponent first because exponent comes before subtraction. So what does 2 cubed means? That means 2 will multiply itself 3 times. So it's 2 times 2 times 2. Whatever that is, then we subtract 8. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay, last operation, 8 minus 8. The answer is 0. Now let's look at this problem. We want to evaluate the expression 17 minus x plus y squared for x equals 4 and y equals 1. Okay, so first step, to plug in the given values for the variables. Okay, so replace x with 4, y with 1, and we don't change anything else. So you have the bracket 17 minus x is 4 plus y is 1, parentheses, and then bracket squared. Okay, So now we have two sets of grouping symbols. One is the inside one, which is the parentheses, and one is the outside one, which is the bracket. Remember we said earlier, when we see two sets of grouping symbols, we will work from the inside first. So the inside will be the parentheses. So we'll go bracket. We don't change it because it's not their time yet. We work on the parentheses first. 17 minus, we do 4 plus 1 because that's inside of the inner set of parentheses. That's 5. Okay, now two operations left. One is 17 minus 5. The other one is the exponent squared. We will work on 17 minus 5 first because we have parentheses. Parentheses comes before anything, right? So 17 minus 5, that is 12. So it's 12 squared. 12 squared is 12 times 12. 12 times itself twice, right? So it's 144. Now I want you to try this problem by yourself. So pause the video and work on this problem. And I'm going to review the answer in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, to evaluate this expression, first we plug in the two given values for the variables. All right, so m is 8, n is 1. So let's plug in. M is 8 minus 2n means 2 times n. So 2 times 1 squared minus 2 parentheses m is 8. Again, n is 1. So first step, plug in the numbers. Okay, now let's evaluate. We have several sets of grouping. We have two sets of grouping. Okay, so inside the first set of parentheses, we have two operations. One is minus, one is multiplication. So inside the parentheses, we have to work on the multiplication first because we know multiplication comes before subtraction. So 8 minus 2 times 1 is 2 squared. Right here, let's just finish here because this is not in the 8 plus 1. This parentheses is not in the way of anything else. We'll just work on it. 2 times 8 plus 1, that's 9. Okay, keep going. Next, what's left is this set of parentheses. In this set of parentheses, there's only one operation inside, which is subtraction. We'll work on that. That's 6. 6 squared minus, I'll just work on this. This is 2 times 9, which is 18. Okay, now we have two operations left. One is the squared, one is subtraction. Obviously, the exponent comes before subtraction, so you will work on this part first. 6 squared, that's 36, minus 18, that is 18. Okay, I hope you got it correct, and I will see you in the next video.